Hello you guys. I figured I would start just kind of a random little vlog. I'm not doing a weekly vlog this week just because I need a bit of a break. But I wanted to talk to you guys. I missed you and I was watching some of my favorite vloggers and I was like, let's start one up. I have basically not done anything all day except read up until now. I finished a book. And I need to add the book that I finished to my reading list. Okay, it was book number 24 of the year for me. I know it's not all about like how many books you read or anything. It's more so about like having like quality reads and enjoying them. However, I have a pretty I want to read 50 books for the year 2023 and I'm a little bit behind on that. I also had like a very large TBR for the month of June and I'm really not hitting that. I've only finished 3 books so far, so it's okay, but it is the 27th and I've not really finished hardly any books. Okay, so the book that I finished is Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, and when I tell you guys, I love Lauren Oliver. Like, her writing is impeccable. This book was really good. I'd probably give it like a 3.5 stars maybe. I don't know, I feel like sometimes I need a bit of time to like marinate on this. Reading it, I was like tempted to turn the pages and stuff, but I think maybe it's a 4-star actually. Maybe it's a little higher just because the story wasn't like incredibly captivating that I was like, oh my goodness, like any like crazy plot twist or anything like that. But like the meaning and everything behind the story and kind of like the message that it was getting across, I felt like was really deep and just like, I don't know. There was different parts in here where I was like, wow, like I want to highlight that. It just felt really significant and deep. But all around very, very good. And partway through I was reading this and I was like, why does this sound familiar? And then I was like, wait a damn minute. And I realized that there is a movie of this, Before I Fall. There's a movie and I've watched it before, but it's been like years ago and I don't even know if I ever finished the movie. I can't really remember, but I definitely want to rewatch the movie now that I've actually like read the book and just to see like the differences. That's my favorite because I've become like obsessed with certain characters in the book. Like for instance this one, I really love the character Kent. So now I want to see like what he's like, what he looks like in the movie, like how they portray him, that type of vibe. Still have not finished the Shadow and Bone series, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling like a fantasy era right now. So my eye prescription is like negative 3.75 in both eyes. And I ran out of contacts, but I still had like a pack of my old contacts that I think is like -3. So like wrong prescription entirely, but obviously I had to put like something in my eyeball. So I'm wearing the wrong prescription right now and everything's kind of a little bit blurry, but like I can see better than my normal vision, but like not that good, you know? It's okay. I need to call the eye doctor and make an appointment. Lose my mind. I literally touch anything in my house downstairs and then I have drywall dust on my hands. I'm gonna lose it. Good morning you guys. I obviously I'm struggling this morning. I really am. It's currently 7:04 and yeah, I'm trying to get ready. Well, I have gotten completely like actually like ready for work, but I am trying to like eat something really quick and pack up my lunch. And it's mostly just like the kitchen and the living room, so I mean I guess the whole downstairs. But from doing the renovations, it's just so freaking frustrating and there's just like dust everywhere. Like there's literally dust on you guys right now. Dust everywhere. Also, I have kind of, I feel like TikTok, if you're on there, you may have seen this. It's like literally all over my For You page. The sausage lady. She is like the mustard sausage lady. And I think her actual name is Tiffany, but everyone always calls her that. She basically eats like the same lunch every day and it's like a combination of like mustard, sausage, like raw veggies, and like mustard and cottage cheese. So I tried it the other day and I can't lie, it's actually pretty good. I mean the veggies simply just taste like mustard and cottage cheese, like it's nothing crazy. However, the chicken sausage is phenomenal. I had that the other day and I've been like craving it. This is the package, is the ones I get. I don't want to put it upside down because the juices are gonna spill out. Yeah, it's this one. I just got it from Kroger's. so freaking good. So I'm just putting it in the microwave, or not the microwave, the air fryer for 400 degrees, 6 minutes. I'm gonna eat that for lunch today, and then I also just packed like some of these chips. These are the Siete Chipotle barbecue ones. I love them. Like, it's literally just like the basic barbecue seasonings, and then avocado oil, potatoes. Yeah, I mean, literally so simple. Then I have a little thing of strawberries here. And lastly, this is like basically empty, but I was like, why would I dirty another Tupperware? So I just put a little bit of mustard in here, and I am going to dip the chicken sausage in mustard and cottage cheese. It's good, guys. Don't knock it till you try it. It's actually pretty damn good. So I'm gonna eat one of those for lunch, but I actually am also going to eat one for breakfast right now. Guys, I have like this one t-shirt bra that I like basically always wear, and I can't find it. I don't know where it went. So I literally have on a sports bra so you can kind of see it, but I'm just gonna choose to ignore it. Act like you can't, you know? So I have on these earrings, my go-to daily necklace. I have been trying to wear my Apple Watch just because, I don't know, I want to be more intentional about like my steps, how many I'm taking. And then I have on this plain shirt, these pants, this little belt, and then my go-to heels there. What a weird combo. I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be like, ooh, Kylie, like actually what the fuck? Other like the videos. Mustard and cottage cheese. Slingshot. There's that. I'm gonna head to work. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Good morning, you guys. It is now Thursday. It's currently going on like 6:30 a.m. So last night I ended up staying up until like 10 something. Actually I didn't go to bed till like 11, but I did this till 10 something. And I just kind of went out and like made a spreadsheet and went over my budgeting and like just like how much I've spent and like what I've spent it on over the past couple months. So I did May and June, and then I kind of started to do July. And I figured I'd show you guys this. It is very like open and real. Like, I'm literally showing you exactly how much I make every month, and then also exactly how much I've spent. But I don't know, I'm a very, very open person about that. I don't really care. It was definitely really eye-opening. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did it because I was thinking it was gonna make me feel better, and it didn't. It made me feel worse, I'm not gonna lie. I just went ahead and made this last night from scratch, and I used like the Sheets, Google Sheets, which is basically just Google's version of Excel. Going into what I've actually spent, so in May here, you can see I have it listed out, obviously the month, and then the category, so like bills, dining out, shopping, home renovation, miscellaneous, savings. I really wanted to make these like separate categories because although like shopping for things like for the house, I mean, like it's a form of shopping, but also it's not like I'm just like getting like a new pair of shoes or anything like that. It's kind of like investing into our property. And okay, so like in the month of May, I ended up spending just under $1,700 between all of my bills, and you can kind of see how it's like broken out. Majority, just like I feel like this is for most people, majority of my money goes toward our house. And then this payment right here for the house, you'll notice it just says house. It doesn't like, I don't have my like electric bill, anything like that. Scott and I have joint account, and we actually just put each like a large lump sum into that account every month, and then all of our bills come out of there. So this $1,400 covers all of my groceries, like electric, like the gas for the house, things like that, or mortgage, like insurance for the house, all of that stuff. Gas, Acorn subscription, I have to pay them every month to like keep my Roth IRA through them. And then dining out, I realized I still have Amazon on here. I need to switch that. Okay, so last month I dined out, spent about $42. Shopping was a total of $90. This was very eye-opening because it was like, okay, I need to absolutely chill it. Majority of the money I spent from both these Amazon purchases, and then also Barnes & Noble, was books. And then Goodwill, I remember I got a book from there, and then also a shirt. Over here in home renovation, I purchased an oven and then also a entryway console from Facebook Marketplace. The oven, I had part of that in cash, so I don't factor in any of my cash to this because, I don't know, it's like if I have cash, it's basically like free money to me. And then over here, gym, I had a tip for a massage. My camera died partway through that. The massage tip, yeah, I purchased a bundle a couple months ago, but then obviously I wanted to leave like part of a tip that day. And then every month I put $500 into my high yield savings account and then another $500 into my Roth IRA. So that also takes out quite a hefty chunk there of my paycheck. And this kind of breaks it down between like my income for the month. My paycheck was on the lower side than what it normally is. So my income, $2,670. I spent the $3,000 some, so then my remaining was still in the negative. So I spent this month more than I actually had made. How that's negative, it just came out of the money that I had sitting in my checking account. I usually always have a bit of like money just for like some flexibility there that I do keep in my checking. Going into the month of June. This month, bills were roughly the same, a tiny bit lower. I actually did not have to purchase gas at all in the month of June. However, I'm making this and it's June 29th. So we've got today and tomorrow left of June. So this could change, but the rest is pretty much the same there. I did not realize I went to McDonald's 3 times, y'all. Part of this, I was out with a friend and I got like, me and her each got McDonald's, and the other times it was just like coffees. And then I went out to lunch with a friend here for tropical smoothie, ice cream, so it came out to $28. And then shopping wise, I went to Marshall's once again that weekend with a friend. We just kind of kept going out and doing things. And then Book Loft, Goodwill, both Goodwill was for $1, so $43. And then home renovation, this also took out a heftier chunk for this. Miscellaneous, I purchased some concert tickets. I'm not actually going to this until October. And then once again, savings, the $500 for the high yield and then $500 for my Roth. I feel like some of you are going to think that is incredibly boring, but as someone who I love to watch finance videos. I think it's so interesting to see how people spend their money and how they allocate it. I forgot to show you though this month kind of what my overall came to. So my income this month was a little bit higher than last month, so it was $32.50. I still ended up spending more. I spent $34.90 and then it was the negative $240. So once again, came out of my checking. Nonetheless, I'm okay with that because obviously we did spend a heftier amount on the home renovation things. With that going forward, I kind of was realizing basically over half of my monthly income does get spent on my overall just basic necessities of my bills. So I do want to maybe try to strategically plan, especially because coming up we're gonna have really high expenses, specifically this month, in the month of July, where we're doing our flooring, and we also have to finish painting, and we have to repaint a lot of the downstairs after the renovations. So I really want to try to see if we can cut back maybe on the overall cost of our groceries, just because we spend probably about a little over $1,000 a month on groceries between the two of us. Granted, we buy organic, grass-fed, we do buy very high quality food, but also I do know that we still waste a good amount of things. I'll buy produce and then it'll go bad, I won't use it. So I do need to be better about that, and I'm going to try to more strategically plan out my meals, maybe the more budget friendly meals. I was kind of calculating things last night, and y'all, when I tell you I was doing my research, I was doing my research. We are redoing our flooring by ourselves, and we decided to go with, because eventually we want to turn this into a rental property, and we kind of at first were thinking engineered hardwood. However, I'm leaning against that just because the matter of durability, it's kind of hard because there's certain things you can't necessarily always clean it with, and obviously if I'm renting this out to other people, I can't be monitoring them all the time, and usually renters sadly don't care about as much as the property as the owners do. So we decided to go with porcelain wood, the plank tile, so it looks like wood but it's actually tile for that. So we decided to go with that, and I kind of found the one that I wanted from Home Depot, and then I was adding everything into my cart, the supplies that we need based off our square footage and all that, and then I was comparing with other sites, whether it was Lowe's, Amazon, etc., kind of where it would be cheapest to get these tools for it. Right now it's looking it's going to come out to about $3,000 to redo the flooring with all of the supplies, but granted we don't have basically anything, so we have to completely buy everything, a table saw, the trowels.
As I was just editing this, I realized that the very last clip that I was ending off this vlog, I had my like work shirt on and it said the office that I work at, which I don't really want to put that out on the internet, so I'm filming this instead. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like the last segment of it was low-key kind of boring, but also I really enjoy that type of content, so please let me know if you guys like to see that, or if you just prefer to see kind of like the vlogs of like what I'm doing throughout the day, what I'm eating, stuff like that, or if you'd like to see the finances. And I feel like those of you, especially if you are like in your 20s trying to figure out like career-wise, like how to budget, I don't know, I love to listen to that type of stuff. So yes, definitely let me know what you think about it. But without further ado, I love you, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next one.